Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK. It's finally about that time for you to put a mask on when you go outside. Like, what are you doing, bro? You guys are out here trying to catch corona. We have a wheel of 32 NFL teams, but not the regular teams. They are all-time teams, and I don't know which one I'm starting with, man. I'm gonna spin this wheel. Whichever one we land on is the one we're gonna do for this video. We're gonna do that every single video, so I don't go into any all-time team videos knowing which team I'm gonna use. This way, you're surprised, I'm surprised, we're all just surprised. So the first team we're doing is the Baltimore Ravens. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, how do I get these rosters that people made and use them in franchise mode? So first things first, you go to settings. Once you're in settings, you go down to share and manage files. And then once you're here, you go to download community files. And once you're here, you might have to wait 30 minutes. And then you tab over the roster. This is the legend roster that I am currently using. So you go ahead and click that, and then you click download file. I already have it because EA finally let us, go ahead and download this with no problems. Thank you, EA.
It's about damn time.
But once that download is complete, you go back out, you go to my downloads, and then you leave that man a like because, they worked hard on it. You gotta go ahead and get this man a like. And then after you do that, you go to load and delete files, and you go down to where you see legend roster. You press yes, and you load the file successfully. And now's the easy part. You click franchise mode, you go offline, you create a new franchise, and you use the active roster. And then you leave a like on the video, man. I want to see 2,000 likes for every all-time team video, man. As soon as I see that number, I'm gonna be working on the next all-time team video. So it could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be next month. Hopefully it doesn't take a month to get 2,000 likes, but yeah, it's up to you guys. So now once you've done all that, you can choose any team. Look at this, the Dolphins have Dan Marino. All these teams have the best players in their franchise history, man. This is the start of a beautiful thing. It's gonna be so fun to use them. But today we begin with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and here it is, the all-time Baltimore Ravens. We have Lamar Jackson Flacco is their second best quarterback in franchise history, and then Jamal Lewis as the starting running back, man. Can't go wrong with that. Ray Rice, and then Mark Ingram and Kenneth Dixon. Jacoby Jones as their best wide receiver. I don't know if he's doing duplicate players, like how Reggie White played for the Eagles and the Packers. I don't know if he only put him on one team. If that's the case, then I understand why Steve Smith is not here. He's probably on the Panthers. Yep, that makes sense. Steve Smith on the Panthers. So we're kind of struggling at the wide receiver position. However, we do have speed. Jacoby has 95 speed, and then you have Hollywood Brown with 97 speed. So if anything, we can fly right by people. Tight ends looking pretty decent. Okay, Mark Andrews, Hayden Hurst, Nick Boyle. And then we get to the offensive line. 99 overall, Jonathan Ogden. Alex Lewis, their best left guard. Matt Skura, their best center. But then we back with Marshall Yanda at right guard, 91. Rounded out with a 95 overall Orlando Brown. Also can't forget Patrick Ricard at fullback, man. This is the offense. Nothing crazy, I'll be honest. It could be better, but then the defense is just disgusting. 99 overall, Ed Reed. Tony Jefferson at strong safety right next to him. T. Sizzle, Ray Lewis, CJ Mosley, and Patrick Bower. This has to be top 3 linebacker cores in the entire NFL. Out of all these legend rosters, man, just unbelievable. Their backups ain't bad either, man. You got guys like Kenny Young, Onwasor, Matthew Judon, Pernell McPhee. D-line, I thought it was going to be a little bit better. I remember guys like Haloti Nada, Brandon Williams, Michael Pierce, and then we have Willie Henry, Chris Wormley. Cornerbacks, pretty good. Chris McAllister. Let me see what kind of speed they gave this man. What stats did they give him? I'm guessing they got this from the most recent Madden they were in, or the Madden where they were at their best. So it makes sense. 93 speed, 92, man, 91 zone, and 96 acceleration. And that's the 31st ranked cornerback. Behind him, we have Marlon Humphrey, and then Jimmy Smith, Brandon Carr, and Tavon Young. They have one of the best kickers of all time in Justin Tucker. And then Sam, I'm not going to even try it because every time I try to say his last name, y'all either me in the comment section. So Sam is going to be our punter. Harbaugh is ready to go. See, the fun part about this is they're not playing regular teams. They're playing other legend teams. So this is gonna be a fun time. This is really gonna be fun, man. You guys should do it too. Let's sim the regular season and see how we're doing about halfway through the season. Wow, we're only 4-3. The Browns are 0-7. Their all-time team gonna be a struggle. All right, so we beat the Dolphins, the Cards, the Chiefs have an insane all-time team. Not too surprised there. Beat the Browns, but barely. So maybe the Browns aren't as bad as I'm making them out to be. We lost by double digits to the Steelers, lost to the Bengals. So a lot of division games we're struggling with. Let's play the Patriots. Look at that, man. 94 overall. I guess you can't just give people X factors because I know Ed Reed would have one. I know a lot of these guys would have abilities and things like that. So maybe that's the one thing missing from these all-time teams, but it's not that big of a deal. Look at Gronk. Jesus Christ. His arm was like bigger than half of these players. There was a clip that came out, man. Apparently he was traded to like the Lions, and then that's when he decided to retire. Look it up if you do not believe me, okay? It's facts. The man was literally on his way to Detroit. He's like, I don't want to. Retired. It's that simple. Look at Ray Lewis. Ray getting the INT, man. This is what he did in his prime, and it's gonna be a pick six, boys. Let's go. I can't get over how good their linebacker core is, man. It's absolutely filthy. Ray Lewis and T. Sizzle actually play together. Do you understand how scary that is? Playing against them dudes, bro. Like, it's just unbelievable. I don't know how they did it. Both of them already creating an impact on this game. It's a 3rd and 13 to play action. Let's see if Brady can find somebody open. No way. He's throwing right to me. My triangle button just did not work. I know for a fact you guys can relate if you play Madden, okay? It's just the reason why I only play when I'm streaming or when I'm making videos, bro. I just can't. I can't take this. It's too much. It's way too much.
Really, nigga?
And then we dropped that easy ass interception. How you an NFL defensive back? You can't make that catch. That's like being an NBA player and missing a layup. Do not let these people get in field goal range. 4 verticals. He's going underneath, and he stepped out of bounds. Let's go. They know I want to run with Lamar, so it makes sense. They're already like sending bodies at me. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay, escape artist. Holy crap, how you keeping up with Lamar? Willie McGinnis, isn't it? Jesus Christ, that dude is a monster. All right, 1st and 10. Brady, throw it right back to me. Throw it. Oh, Jesus. Ray Lewis might have murdered somebody. Here we go on a 1st down and 10. Another play action. We're going to get him one of these times. Maybe I shouldn't have taken away the safety that was playing that area of the field. Yo, a lot of people don't know about Ben Coates. He was the Gronk before Gronk. Like, the Patriots have a filthy history. They're all-time team. I said it before, but yeah, nasty. 2nd and goal at the 2. Using Ray. Oh, God, that's too easy. There's Ben Coates again. It's a tie game. Okay, that's interesting. It's Gostkowski and not Vinatieri for the kicker. You know Vinatieri won, what, 3 Super Bowls with him? But that's none of my business. Look at Hollywood, man. Look at Hollywood, man. What a return. And we're going to have to get rid of the ball quickness, man. They have an underrated pass rush. Here we go. Triangle. Come on, baby. That's a nice route. Ray Rice. Catch the ball. Offense is struggling quite a bit. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ray Rice. Beautiful route. This time he holds on to it. Triple option, baby. Let's see if we can create some chickeration. We're definitely not giving it to Ricard. Let's be honest. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Pitched it. Jamal Lewis. That was fun as hell. I'm going to have to do the triple option a lot more. Got them thinking run. We're actually going to be passing it 1st and 10. Play action. Mark Andrews. Go get it. Look at that, man. Rise up. We have them in the 3rd down situation. This is a huge play. We can get the ball back, get some more points on the board, get a nice lead. Oh, well.
Jesus Christ.
Ray Lewis, you need to relax. All right, let's get it, boys. We got to at least get 3 on this drive. Get us some cushion. All right, I'm taking off Lamar. Taking off Lamar. You know what's going to happen. It was just a matter of time. Still got all 3 timeouts. I'm taking off again. I'm taking off again. They can't stop him. They're blitzing. You should probably work on putting a spy up for Lamar. Let's do it again. Why not do it again? They can't stop this man. We begin the 2nd half with a nice little 14-point lead. Going to the counter. Jamal Lewis, lower that shoulder. This is what he was known for. Not the losing yards part, but the trucking. AFC North used to be nothing but big bruisers. You had Jamal Lewis. You had Jerome DeBus Bettis. You had Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. I'm not saying he's in the same tier as them. I'm just saying. Anyways, square. That's a nice route. Jacoby Jones with the catch on Stephon Gilmore. That's not an easy thing to do. And if Stephon is not the #1 cornerback, oh, it's Ty Law. Jesus Christ. Patriots, yo. Their defense is no joke. I'll tell you that right now. And I just saw Asante in the slot, which means he's now on the Eagles, which means I'm a little bit sad. Okay, Jamal Lewis with that speed burst. He has a little bit of that too. It's our game to lose right now. Our game to lose. Let's get the fullback a little action. Look at Ricard Moss, that individual. Right up the gut we go. They can't stop our running game right now, which is crazy because our O-line is nothing special, but our running backs are cooking. I don't think they'll be ready for this. 2nd and 14. Willie Snead, I'm looking at you. Oh, we didn't even have him open. Guess who? Willie freaking McGinnis. These dudes have a top 3 safety and a top 3 linebacker of all time. How many franchises can say that? I know the Ed Reed one is not debatable, but I feel like some people might question the Ray Lewis one. If you can name 3 linebackers better than Ray Lewis all time, let me know, because I can't, okay? Let's go, baby! That boy Marlon Humphrey, one of the newer generation Ravens, ends up sealing the deal and moving to 2 games above 500. So he didn't win the division, but the question is, did we at least make the playoffs? We missed out by 1 game. That blowout loss to the Steelers was the deciding factor. Still 9-7, not a terrible record. Once again, these teams are playing against other all-time teams, so not a lot of them are going to win the Super Bowl. I'd be surprised if more than like 5 of these teams end up winning the Super Bowl during this series. Let's see how Lamar did. Okay, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 3,500 yards, 70% completion percentage. Pretty solid season. Jamal Lewis, 1,600 yards, over 5 yards per carry, 12 tutties. Ray Rice did his thing as well, man. 6 tutties, Lamar with 4. How much can you really expect from the receiving game when Jacoby Jones is your all-time best wide receiver, man? I understand Steve Smith, he could have been here, but if we're doing the 1 team per player rule, I understand why he's not, man. It kind of sucks. I feel like they had Steve Smith, they would have at least made the playoffs, but it is what it is. Their defense was insane. Might have had, if not the best, one of the best defensive rosters that we're going to see during this series, man. Ray Lewis just killed it. Haloti Ngata led the team in tackles for a loss. T-Sizzle was 3rd. He also led the team in sacks. They did not have much of a pass rush. That's another weakness, man. Only 1 guy in double digits. Interceptions, they did their thing, so their pass defense, you know, rush defense was good. It's just they didn't generate enough pressure on the quarterback. That and their passing offense is what really held them back. O.J. Simpson, Offensive Player of the Year. It's going to be fun seeing just, you know, different names every single time, man. I cannot wait. Ray Lewis, number 4 for Defensive Player of the Year. Look at Jamal Lewis, 8th overall best running back in the AFC. Jacoby was the 7th best wide receiver. He did his thing. The Raiders had the best offensive line by far. I swear, if I struggle running the ball when I have them, I'm gonna be mad. Ray Lewis, 6th best linebacker. And then Tucker was the 2nd best kicker. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You heard me earlier in the video, man. 2,000 likes. I will get started on the next one. It could be tomorrow. It could be a week from now. It's up to you, man. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one.